Hey guys, welcome back to Film Screeny. Even after 2 decades on television, Dr. Phil still encounters individuals who manage to surprise him and us equally with their stupidity. From ignorant teenagers to negligent parents, everyone gives Dr. Phil a reason to lash out. Here are a few such moments where Dr. Phil roasts his guests. Number 6. 18-year-old rageaholic. A few years ago, a couple reached out to Dr. Phil requesting help with their 18-year-old daughter Tyler, who was pregnant and also had severe anger issues. Upon questioning and discussing with them, Phil found out that the teen's parents often did activities that provoked her when they knew she had a tendency to react violently. When he found out that the mother sprayed water on her daughter to go for her doctor's appointment, and when her dad took away her cell phone, he went mad and tried to explain how it was wrong on multiple levels. Besides all this, he constantly tried to put some sense into the girl who called the police on her parents several times just because she was angry. This teenager was so out of everyone's hands. Number 5. Overly controlling man. Josh was a guest on the show who crossed all boundaries of dominant behavior. He wanted his girlfriend Rebecca to take wife lessons before he married her. He told the producers that he loved his pregnant girlfriend and that physically she was the perfect woman, but mentally she didn't fit all his demands. Rebecca said that she did all household activities properly, but Josh didn't approve of them because they didn't happen his way. He suggested that she follows his footsteps and a cooking schedule. He used to go as far as instructing his girlfriend to dry her hair faster because it wasted electricity. This control freak had everyone in the audience and Dr. Phil himself take a sigh of disbelief and sadness. He got on everyone's nerves. Number 4. An insane online love story. Bailey is a 21-year-old girl who grew obsessed with a girl named Jasmine she met online. The two had never met, but Bailey fell in love with her on her first post. Bailey had spread the news of her affection towards Jasmine on Twitter and other social media platforms. It went so far beyond bounds that Jasmine had to contact Bailey's mother to get to control her, or else she would have gotten her arrested. But Bailey was under the impression that this love story was the one of the centuries and that Jasmine had been with her a few times too. Throughout the entire episode, she flipped through several emotions that even Dr. Phil had to call her out once and for all on. He said that no one was on board with Bailey playing the victim with all the unnecessary melodrama. Number 3. Self-destructive teen. Stephanie reached out to Dr. Phil as a mother who was super concerned about her daughter Ashley's self-destructive behavior. Ashley had gone from an excellent student at school and a beauty pageant to being an out-of-control 16-year-old girl who had everyone fear for their life. When Dr. Phil asked Ashley about the reason for her behavior, she started making excuses and played victim. She said she didn't want to go to school until she got a new car. This is when Dr. Phil exploded and wondered how she felt entitled to a new car. He asked Bailey how her attitude and behavior would mean she deserves a new car. Number 2. Straightforward teen. Nicole was one guest on the show who felt that it was her duty to tell people that they're ugly, because according to her, someone had to. After this enlightening statement, the teenager then talked about how smart she was a few moments later, and just as you can imagine, Dr. Phil couldn't let her get away with it. After putting her in her place, he slowly proceeded to get to the bottom of her true motivations. Towards the end, the host revealed that Nicole was only afraid of rejection. Number 1. Unstable Stephanie. Stephanie came to the show claiming that her mother and sister made up lies about her and went as far as calling her delusional and someone who misused substances because they were jealous. Stephanie was arrested and put in jail for allegedly stealing a vehicle and over 100 keys from a car dealership. As per the police, they found her in possession of a substance. It was revealed that Stephanie made it to being a mother of a child who was born under the influence of substances. She later accepted the fact that the birth of her baby was true, but continued to interrupt Dr. Phil and tried to play victim, saying that everything was planted on her. Are you banging your head against the wall too? Because we are. These teens and adults give a hard time to everyone watching the show. Sometimes even we can't help but think about what goes on in people's minds when they do such activities. They have no respect for boundaries or people and are passionate about destroying their own selves. It is truly pitiful. Anyways, be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.